Okay, I need to talk about this book, The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels, because at this moment, I haven't found a single friend who has read it, and I think that's criminal. This book is hilarious. It's being marketed as a romance novel, and when I looked on Goodreads, every single person who was giving it like 1 and 2 stars, the reason was because they were looking for a romance novel. This is a library copy, and the thing on the side says romance historical fiction. Those are lies. That's not what this book is. This is not romance and historical fiction. So let me tell you the premise. Victorian era women have figured out how to magically make mansions fly. They've commandeered a bunch of houses, mansions, and castles from all over Victorian England. They're flying them all over the place and blowing each other out of the sky with cannons. Sometimes they hire assassins, sometimes it's hand-to-hand combat, but when it's all said and done, they sit down to high tea with their white gloves because they are proper ladies. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. My wife told me I wasn't allowed to read it in bed the other night because I kept laughing and waking her up. I was laughing on page 3. I'm only a handful of chapters from the end, and I absolutely would not classify this as a romance. I think if it was not centering women and written by a woman, nobody would be classifying this as a romance. The romantic theme, the romantic thread through it between 2 characters is very minimal to the plot line. There are essentially 2 men that actually matter in this book. The rest of the men are with the children locked in a cell or with the children in the nursery. Like, it's very much flipping all gender binaries on the head. The women are in charge. The women are preparing for battle. The women are carrying around weapons. The women are violent, except for when they're busy reading Wuthering Heights, because it's book club time. Seriously, I've not laughed this hard at a book in a really long time. This is for every fan of Monty Python, if you liked like James Corden's earlier sitcom work, if you like British comedy, like that's what this is for. And if you like fantastical books where women are in charge, that's this. I could care absolutely less about the romantic storyline going on in this book, and it's so minimal and on so few pages that that's okay. Like, you can completely ignore it, because this is not a romance. This is a feminist, farcical comedy. Yeah, so I think you should read this book, and I think I need more people to talk to about this book.